It was a day of defiance and deep frustration in Abuja as human rights activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore on Monday led a group of retired police officers in a protest against what they described as the dehumanizing pension and welfare conditions faced by Nigeria's security personnel. The peaceful protest, held outside the force headquarters in Abuja, was organized in collaboration with the Nigerian Union of Retired Police Officers with a singular demand: remove police officers from the contributory pension scheme, a system they say has left many of them in poverty after years of loyal service.
I retired 2018. I was paid 1.7 million naira. I stayed for good 5 years. Yes, I spent before that money was given to me. I spent 13 good months on ground. I started borrowing money on interest basis to eat. Before I was given that peanuts, and at the end I am giving just 40,000 naira every month. Just recently they added 4,000 or 6,000 as it gets me, or 10,000. Just last week, because of this matter. So all what we want to exit from contributory pension scheme to where the DIGs and IGs are and AIGs are.
What is our senior as a both daft? A constable and a corporal does not collect the same salary. So if you are giving a corporal 100% of his money at the end of the year, and you are giving the constable 100%, it's still not the same amount. But because of their selfish interest, they have covered their face. They only want to be dominating the junior staff. They don't even copy from their military people. They call themselves commanders. The military, when they exit the list amongst them. And that is how he could command these people.
Here to call on the Police Service Commission or the police hierarchy that is led by a person who has retired, tired, and who has refused to leave. We are not talking, we are here on behalf of policemen, rank and file, who are suffering. So it is natural for them to issue their usual bogus and stupid statements when people rise up for their rights. It is what they do. I think they have a template in their office that just put a date on the same statement. But that's not the issue here. Our concern is the well-being of these men, how they get their entitlements for those who are serving and those who are retired and those who are dead as well, whose family members have not been paid their entitlements.
The demonstrators who were denied access to the force headquarters were escorted by police officers from the National Assembly complex as they marched with placards bearing powerful messages: decent salaries now, end police slavery, dignity for those in uniform, and CPS is a death sentence. Addressing the crowd, Omoyele Sowore described the protest as not just a demand for pension reform, but a moral indictment of the Nigerian government.
We are asking that there's no policeman in Nigeria that should not have a life insurance. There is no policeman in Nigeria that should earn less than 500,000 naira per month. The reason is that you cannot ask the police to be guarding a bank, and the bank manager is better paid than the police that is protecting the money. The person doing the real work is the policeman that ensures that the bank is not robbed, not the bank manager who is writing how much is in the vault. So it is even small, because 500,000 naira is about $300. That's nothing in a month. Whereas the senators who are in these places who barely come to work, an average senator takes home 30 million naira per month. And the policemen who are waiting at their gates cannot even buy paracetamol when they are done. And they are even the ones who help them pick up money, sometimes from their locations where they are paid bribery or where they get their cuts from whenever they engage in their corrupt activities.
Sowore, who ran for president under the African Action Congress AAC, said Nigeria's ongoing security crisis cannot be resolved unless the federal government takes the welfare and motivation of police personnel seriously.
Who deserve a better condition of service or after service? How could somebody serve this country for 35 years, 35 solid years, and they go home with 2 million naira? Some of them went home with 900,000 naira. Are you going to buy the recharge card with 900,000 naira after 35 years? So even if we don't fight for them, it will be unconscionable on our part to ignore them, because the argument always is that, why are you fighting for police? Police is bad. Police is bad because Nigeria is also bad.
Yes.
The leaders of Nigeria are very bad leaders, and you cannot find a good police from a bad country. That is the truth.
How can somebody serve the country for 35 years and after serving the country for 35 years, he lives with 1.5 million naira. Is that not equivalent to almost killing him and taking away the important part of his life? You are sapping all the energy from him. Look at the politicians in the National Assembly. They practically do nothing except stealing, and stealing through constituency project. But every month they earn between 30 million to 50 million, depending on what if they are in a juicy committee. And what are we saying? The people keep saying that there's no money. There's no money, but look at all the money that is being stolen in the National Assembly. How can you say that there's no money to help and protect the people that are serving the country? The police, they are our first line of defense. When it comes to internal security, they are the ones responsible for almost everything in the country. How can we not take good care of them? Even if we cannot take good care of them while they're in active service, at least the leadership of the Nigerian Police Force and also the Police Service Commission must take extreme measure to make sure that after the 35 years in service, that packages are ready for them.
Because of NPF pension, they carry our money, go put in NPF pension. Every year they will share annual profit, millions of naira. Their children are there working, their relations are there working. NPF Pension Act, in actual fact, if they are operating well, they are not supposed to force us into NPF pension alone, because the Act establishing Pension Act said that everybody should choose the one he or she likes.
How can you pay police 93,000? You are telling him to go and collect bribe. So we need to reform. Pay police wetin they pay House of Rep. Pay House of Rep wetin they pay police. Change, swap the position, because they are the one protecting us. We can't leave them and pay them nothing.
He described the ongoing neglect as dangerous, warning that a demoralized police force is as good as no police force at all. The retired police officers, many of whom looked weary from years of what they say is betrayal by the system, have vowed to continue picketing key institutions, including the National Assembly, until their voices are heard. For them, this is not just about pensions, it's about dignity, justice, and a demand for the nation to stand by those who once stood to protect it. Oluwatobi Enitan, reporting for TV Platinum.